Yo people, wagwan, I don't know, it's the King Boss. Welcome back to Ron's Tech Hub. Today I'm going to be looking at the Besaviour P5Mate. It might be PS-Mate, but I'm going to stick to P5Mate, and it says the only adapter to play all PS5 games with your USB device. And your USB device can be something like the Zim Apex, the Zim Matrix, which I have, the CronusX or Cronus Trigger, whatever it's called. That's what this allows you to do. As far as I'm aware, this allows you to not use remote play whilst using your USB device. It's like the Zim Matrix, which I really love. So let's have a look at what we have around the box. On the left hand side, nothing. Right hand side, nothing but the website again. Bottom, nothing. Top, nothing. But at the back, this is where we have all the useful information. So it says USB connection, stable, zero delay, support for 2-player games, suitable for various USB devices, an external power supply port, 3.5mm earphone port, and professional forum beta service. And at the bottom we have some information about product parameters. Don't really care about those, and I don't think most people do as well. This is what the Besaviour P5 comes in. This is very typical of the company. Very clean, very simple, very lightweight. They normally only send the device, the USB cables, and a QR code for you to scan so you can access the manuals and all the information you need, which I think is a much better way than giving you leaflets in the pack. Helps save the environment, help them save some money, and allows us to quickly get to it by scanning the QR code. In this bag, I have my Zim Matrix. I'm not going to show it because this is a pre-release version, which means that it doesn't have a shell, it doesn't have a nice case like the ones that you see on the internet. This is simply the circuit board, and this is what I was sent. Thank you to the guys over at the Zim Matrix team. Really love this device, and that's what I'm going to be using with my Besaviour P5Mate. Let's open the box. In the box we have the QR code, we have USB-A to USB-C device, USB-A to USB-A device, and finally we have the Besaviour P5Mate here. Looks very similar to the Beloader Pro which I had. So just a quick tour of the device. When holding it like this, at the very bottom we have a USB-A port. So this is where you would connect your Zim Matrix, your Zim Apex, whatever USB controller device you have, you plug it into this one here. On the left hand side we have a 3.5mm headphone jack, so this is where you would plug in your controller mic, your headset. At the top of the device we have another USB-A port, and this is what goes to the actual PS5. So you plug this in. I have the original PS5 which has both USB-C and USB-A at the front, so you can use either cable. I'm going to use a USB-A because I think it's just a bit more sturdy. So I'm going to plug my USB-A cable into here and directly into the front of my PS5. The video release by the Besaviour team said that this button here on the right is the upgrade button or the touchpad button. So it simulates touchpad click. I'm guessing when you need to do a quick time event in game, or when you need to do something in game, you simply press that and then you could mimic what needs to be done using mouse, keyboard, controller. And finally we have another USB port here, but this is USB-C, and this is going to give it extra power. Reason being, if you have to power your Zim Matrix or your Zim Apex plus your mouse and keyboard from this device, the amount of power that comes from the PS5 probably won't be enough to power everything that's needed. So that's a tour of the Besaviour P5Mate. There's nothing else on here. I will put the link in the description where you can buy this. So this is the Besaviour website here, and you might be asking yourself, why do you care about this Beloader device compared to all the other Beloader devices which stop working after a while? Well, based on some research which I've done, I watched a few videos, I've gone on their website, I've read a few things. There is nothing on there that says anything about why it will always be supported. It just simply says official chip. So if I go back to this website here and I scroll down, it says built-in official original chip. I don't know what that means. Now I'm going to make this video because this was just supposed to be an overview of what is actually going on. I will reach out to the Besaviour team, I will ask them the question, and whatever they come back to me and tell me, that's what I'm going to share with you guys. This is apparently the controller that the Besaviour P5Mate takes this chip from, the Razer Wolverine version 2 Pro. Never used it myself. Apparently this is why it will never get blocked, because they bought the chip from Razer, and Razer obviously paid Sony PlayStation for them to be a part of the trusted list of controllers that will work. So hopefully it does keep working. The cost of this is going to be $70, and you're gonna have to pay $10 for shipping. I will put the link in the description as well, or you can just Google Beloader or Besaviour P5Mate and you'll find all the information you need. So just quickly again, down here it says built-in official original chip, safe and reliable PS5 USB adapter, USB plug and play, blah blah blah. We've seen all of this already. Good looking device, all the information here. The only thing different is that it says 1000 Hz high speed and low latency. 1000 Hz means 1000 times per second, and that's going to be essentially the polling rate right? There's this thing called polling where your processor like continuously checks if something has been pressed, if any input has been added, and that's what that is. That basically means it's going to check 1000 times per second. So for people who use like those really expensive mice and keyboards for gaming, this is going to be really good for you, because most of them, most of the expensive ones anyway, go up to 1000 hertz or beyond. Here it says plug and play, USB direct connection, no setup required, which means that you simply plug your USB device you already have into this, and you plug this, which is the Besaviour P5Mate, directly into your PS5. I think here on the website it does actually show you a diagram. Here we go, perfect. It does show you a diagram on how this works. So if I go down here, it shows you all the compatible USB devices that you can plug in, so you can actually play your PS5 with an Xbox One or Xbox Series X controller, Nintendo Switch, whichever controller you want, it will work. I have with me a Zim Apex and a Zim Matrix, but to be fair, I've moved on from the Zim Apex because the Zim Matrix is just so much better for my needs. You plug your Zim Matrix into the bottom port of the P5Mate, and then again you plug the very top port into the PS5. Please keep in mind, you will not need a network connection. This is all going to be done using USB locally, so there's no need for you to actually enable remote play anymore. This video is only going to be describing the features that this thing has and going over a quick overview. The next video I release is going to be a step-by-step walkthrough of how I connected my Zim Matrix to this device and then to my PS5.